What is going on, everyone? This is the latest of my Boom Beach season 19. So currently I have just today switched over to this type of base layout where there are engine rooms over both sides over here. Now the advantage to this base is that the heavies will simply walk in this path. They'll be attracted to these buildings over here and they will be destroyed by some of these boom cannons. Whilst in the middle over here we have a shock mine, we have a couple of regular mines. These mines will be able to clip the Zookas once they cross over, trying to target some of these extended buildings. We have one engine over here, hoping that he allows his troops to simply follow this path this way. So then at the end he either has to delay drop, or else he has to flare, which will waste his gunboat energy and waste time. Now, as you can see, my previous base was this one over here, and it was working for me early 4 ER. When I just about got into 4 engine rooms, this base was pretty good. But now players are simply using heavy Zookas with brick and iron rail, and they're simply spamming iron rail to get through the base, which is why it's not working anymore, and they're simply able to free clear it. Some players also use heavy choppers, which is why I've got a boom cannon over here and a boom cannon over here. As you can see, this player over here, he has brick over here. He has a bullet over here. He's using it as a meat shield, and as you can see, he has a line of vehicles just walking up and simply destroying my base. He doesn't have to do much management over here. He can simply let his troops walk and destroy the base over here. He's putting shock launchers in my machine guns over here. Pretty nicely over here, destroying my base. My final machine gun over here trying to deal damage, but it's simply not enough against his army of vehicles over here, and he simply is easily able to destroy my base. Now that I have switched over to this base over here, as you can see, since this battle I have been on a bit of a win streak and in a bit of a win-lose situation over here. Now, in terms of the leaderboard, let's see our local leaderboard. The global leaderboard, people have already reached legendary over here. Let's just take a look at the space over here. As you can see, rushing to these bases, especially if you have, if you finished very high last season and you have troop retrain, the instant training ability, it's really very advantageous for you to simply grind it out and attack players and try and reach the next engine room very quickly. That gives you a massive advantage, and these players are pretty much scoring at the top of the leaderboard there. So currently I'm number 5th on our leaderboard, and as you can see, I have a pretty high win percentage over here, 60%. This player has 64%. This player, the highest in my country over here, is this player over here. Let's take a look at his base over here. So as you can see, 5 engine room is total open layout. You can literally all free clear this type of bases. He has the shock launcher. He must have gone the heavy chopper route. Typically players at this level have 1 engine room over here. If they have a sky shield, they typically cover 1 engine with it. As you can see, he has the rocket launchers, shock launchers nicely placed, and a shock blaster over here to try and negate any troops that would be coming up over here. Now currently I am just saving up for 5 engine room. I do have enough keys to unlock it, but I don't want to unlock it until I have all these, because once you unlock it, you will have players that already have some of this stuff, some of this. They may already have unlocked the heavy choppers, they may already have the extra troop health, and you will be simply at a disadvantage unless you have these nodes as well. It's better to have a strong 4 engine room base rather than a weak 5 engine room, which is why I am currently saving up all my tokens and my unlock and upgrade tokens. So currently we don't have enough troops to do a live match. So I'll show you my previous replay. I'll show you this replay over here. So as you can see, this player is using his shock launcher to cover engine room in the center of his base. He's got a lot of his mines spread out pretty well for Zookas, and he also has the advantage of having rocket launchers. So he has a pretty nice advantage over my base over here. My base doesn't have rocket launchers, and obviously putting the rocket launchers over to the side means that he can clip my Zookas, and this is exactly what happened over here. So at the start I dropped 3 bolts of Zookas, and then I delay dropped 2 bolts to whichever side needs heavies. So wherever the heavies are dropping like flies, I dropped the extra bolts of heavies this way. As you can see, this rocket is simply eating away at my left Zookas over here. This rocket launcher is eating away at my Zookas over here. My Zookas are already dead there. This sniper tower is sniping my heavies one at a time there. And at the center, there's just so much firepower. I ran over boom mines. The shock launchers are coming into play, and he still has one final rocket launcher over here simply destroying me. As you can see, at this point in time, I tried to simply get an engine room. I destroyed the sniper tower. I did a reflare to try and get Brick back, but Brick was simply getting shot by two shock launchers. She simply could not move, and she was essentially going to die there. I had this one last troop over here, the heavy. He was getting shocked by the shock launcher. Nicely done placement over here. I have the same placement over here for the shock launcher, and the heavy is just out of range of that rocket launcher, but it simply is not. Now the single heavy is simply not going to do enough damage. Just retreat. It doesn't matter. The battle has already been won by the opponent anyway. I'll show you a victory over here, and we'll show you how I did it. Now this type of base is a little bit more standard. He doesn't have the rocket launcher advantage over me. At the central, as you can see, I dropped 3 bolts first, let them go up. Don't let all your heavies take the full brunt of the firepower. Delay drop the bolts of heavies. So as you can see, I initiate Brick's iron drill just as the Zookas are about to go over the mines to reduce the damage they will receive. As you can see on the right hand side, on the right and left, I dropped my last 2 bolts of heavies. And we're coming in here right into the guts of this base over here. We have a nice line of Zookas over here destroying the bases. He doesn't have maxed out flamethrowers over here, which is good for us, so that our heavies don't die so fast. As you can see, we only have a couple of machine guns. This type of corner, when you reach this stage of the base, it's usually these machine guns you have to watch out for, simply because they can clip your Zookas over there. So as you can see, I still have about 4 heavies there. Enough. I don't need to worry about the heavy so long as the machine gun is dropped. So the heavies are doing a nice job of there, going over the shock lines, going over the regular mines over here, and now I can simply flare. I had extra energy. As you can see, the mine destroyed half my troops there, trying to put a health pack to negate the mines and save some of the Zookas there. So let's take a look at the enemies we play in this base. So whenever I have a sky shield over here, whenever I have a sky shield in any Boom Beach season, I try to put it in the corner with a shock launcher so that the opponent cannot shock it. That way, in here you would have to put a carefully placed shock over here just right at the corner if you did want to shock it. So as you can see, this player is using rocket choppers with heavies, trying to use the heavies as a meat shield while his rocket choppers do most of the damage. Now this type of combination is very deadly, but it's also very high risk. As you can see, one-shotting the boom cannons can one-shot the rocket choppers. If just 2 of your rocket choppers die, then that's like 50% of your damage right there. So as you can see, this player over here, having enough shocks to be able to shock my boom cannons a couple of times. His heavy is nicely distracted by this sniper tower over here, but he has the advantage of having Brick there. as his meat shield. So as you can see, he's using Brick's energy gun for retraining him, or re-energizing him, his health. And as you can see, the sniper tower does not do enough damage to single shot the heavy choppers. This boom cannon coming into clutch right here, destroying the heavy chopper. As you can see, this machine gun covering the destroying the Kelly's force over here. And we have 2 boom cannons left. That boom cannon doing a very nice job. And he simply is still able to get to the wing simply because he has Brick there. Brick covering his line of fire, giving his 2 Zukas enough time to be able to fire their rockets. And as in terms of the tech tree, I mean, we don't need to waste our keys on getting this, especially because this there is 2 weeks left. This is a shorter season than typical. We don't need to upgrade our gunboat ability simply because it's not worth upgrading this for 2 energy, especially because it increases our tech level to 25, which is very high. I mean, if you look at this is also 20. It's very expensive. So let's take a look at this instead. So upgrading this tech, if you keep increasing tech level, you can go up against very high level players. So don't upgrade, don't do too expensive upgrades, which will match you against players who are very high. Right now, I was contemplating getting the artillery, but I think that would just set me back a couple of days. And right now in the meta, we simply don't need the artillery. Sure, it would be nice, but we don't want to make that cost right now. We want to try and save up, try and get Seekers. Seekers are going to be very powerful. We're not sure. Maybe rocket choppers will be very powerful, but I mean, once we get Bombardier, we can just use heavy bomber as well. And then I think I might finish the season somewhere in here in 5 engine rooms, simply because there isn't enough days left. We have about 2 weeks there. Alright guys, thanks for watching. That's the latest updates on my Boom Beach Warships Season 19. Don't forget to like and subscribe.